lovely bunbuns. So today I thought that I would make a video, just sit down and chat with you guys about the BJD community, about dollies, about future plans and things like that. And by the way, if you have any questions, you can always ask me. Just feel free to ask. If there's something that is unclear or anything, just ask. I should mention before starting that I do have damaged vocal cords, so the tone in my voice might go up and down a little bit or change, but there is really nothing that I can do about it. I'm not trying to fake my voice or anything. This is just what my current voice is. I just want to show you something because I finished this and it's the cutest thing I have ever made, and I am so proud. Look at this. Isn't it the cutest thing ever? Oh, focus. Look, it's Lily from Animal Crossing. Oh, she's so cute. I am so proud. I finished it and I have to hang it up on my wall, but I want to make a few more. Oh sorry, Kitsune. Before I hang it up on my wall. I've been reorganizing in my tiny hobby room, my tiny office for so long. I think it has been 2 months, maybe now 3. I don't know which month we are in, but it's wow. When you start decluttering, wow. There's a lot of things in such a tiny room. I've decided to just sell off or donate certain things in there because I don't do anything with them. Part of my Nendoroid collection I will be selling off. I have sold off some of them already. I have a few left, but I will just sell them off because I'm not doing anything with them, and they're just taking up space where I could use that space for something else. And that is how I go about decluttering. Do I really need it? Is it just kind of hanging around, doing nothing? I think Kitsune is giving the evil eye, but trust me, Kitsune is different. My BJDs are different, okay? They have a different purpose in my life than toys that take up space. Let us talk about the BJD hobby. Oh, I've been in this community for a very long time. I started in 2005. That's when I first, got to know about BJDs, and oh my goodness, I was hooked. I really wanted a BJD, but obviously back then I was just a teen. There's no way, my parents would even give me $100, $200 dollars for a doll. And they just told me if you really want it that bad, then you just have to go to work or do a part-time job or something like that and save up, which is what I did. In 2006 I finally had enough to buy a doll. I bought a Dream of Doll Tender 2 from a girl on Den of Angels, and let me tell you about this Tender 2. He was so overpriced. When I look back at it, he was so overpriced, but it was fine. I just wanted my dolly. I was very happy with him. I tried a lot of things with him. I gave him really horrible face-ups. I was into the J-Rock and stuff like that, so that's how I used to dress him. I would make glitter clothing and and stuff like that. I still have some of the clothing, by the way. It's not that bad, but yeah, it was really fun to just be creative and have my little BJD. The only thing it was pretty lonely, at least for me, because there was nobody else in my town or in my country that really had a BJD, and it was so lonely. Of course I had Den of Angels, which I am very thankful for. I know that a lot of people get a little bit frustrated with Den of Angels at times. It has only been very positive for me, so I don't have anything negative to say about Den of Angels. They even helped me when I did have problems with a couple of people that were not very nice, so to say. So yeah, I have nothing negative to say about Den of Angels. And also the fact that there were so many people that were interested in the same thing, you know, that were creative. And you have to understand, like back in the days, it was all about creativity, you know, about making clothes and making wigs, making eyes and stuff like that, you know. And it was fun because you just exchanged a lot of information with each other, and you know, you just kind of cheered each other on. Oh, like, how much have you saved for that doll? Are you there yet? You know, oh yeah, keep going and stuff like that. So it was a very positive time for me, at least in the BJD hobby. But I just have to say that before I actually joined Den of Angels, which was in 2006, I honestly thought that I couldn't join if I didn't have a doll. And I think this has to do with a lot of gatekeeping from people. I know that there are people that still do this. It's very unfortunate because, you know, there's a lot of new people that wants to join the hobby or the community, but we have people that are gatekeepers that are doing the most to keep them away from the community. And I feel that even if you don't have a doll, you know, you can still join the community, make friends, talk to people. You know, that is how it works. While you're saving for your doll, even if it's just a small doll, if it's not, you know, like a known big brand, it doesn't matter, because you have to choose the doll that you love, you know. And I just feel that this is the way it should be. But yeah, so I just have that advice for new people, that if you really want to join the BJD community or maybe the Delphi Dream community, just join it. So I'd say just go for it. You know, if you want to join the BJD community, you're more than welcome to do that. If you have any questions, you know, if I can help you, you're welcome to ask me. I might not know everything because I've been out of the hobby for some time, but you know, if I can help, then yeah, I will help you. No worries, you know. So now that I talked about that, let's talk about why I really left the hobby in 2017. So I used to have a YouTube channel that, well, for me at least, was pretty big, you know. It was at 2K when I actually, you know, deleted everything. And I didn't delete it because of the bullying that I got, or actually the harassment, or even the few death threats that I got. I deleted my channel because I was diagnosed with cancer in 2017, and unfortunately for me, the doctor told me it was terminal, so it meant that, well, I was dying. And I honestly, I knew that something was wrong because I just couldn't function anymore. It was really difficult to focus, and I was just in such a bad mood all the time. You know, I am a pretty bright person. I'm happy, and I don't give into a lot of negative stuff. But at the time, oh my goodness, I was just in a very, very dark place, and I felt like I cannot do this anymore. I cannot. And I know that I did like a goodbye video before I deleted my channel, and I did that, and I didn't even mention why I was going. I just vaguely said, you know, ooh, you know, okay, goodbye, you know. And people started to speculate, and they assumed that I left because of the recast debate. It had nothing to do with that, absolutely nothing. It had all to do with my health, and that is why I left. With me, I had, when I went to chemo, right? So I had my doll, Bunny. You all might know Bunny because she is my favorite girl, you know. I just love her so much. So she came with me, you know, for radiation and things like that, because none of my family members, well, obviously, if you get chemo, you are not allowed to have anybody in your room. Like, no people are in your room except for yourself. And you are in this room that looks like a little bit of a cell. It's wow, I don't even know how to explain it. I mean, it wasn't bad per se, but it just felt very lonely, and I had to go through chemo twice. So first time I went there, it was like I had to be in the hospital for 2 weeks, and those 2 weeks, you know, Bunny, she held it down for me. Anytime, you know, I felt like crap, I would just look at her little face and, you know, and just feel like, okay, I will get through this. And when I do, you know, me and Bunny, we're gonna do a lot of fun stuff, and I'm gonna dress her up, and I'm gonna buy her new clothing, and I'm gonna, you know, go back to the BJD community, and I'm just gonna be like woo woo woo, you know. I knew that I was dying, but I just didn't want to think that, you know what, maybe you should be a little bit more depressed about this. One thing that happened, because I also want to mention that why I had to do chemotherapy twice, it's because I did have 2 tumors in my neck, and unfortunately my whole thyroid got destroyed, and the cancer was spreading down into my lungs and my chest and things like that. So that is why I had to have 2 surgeries, go through chemo twice. But yeah, I can tell you that just having a doll, I know that a lot of people may not understand, like, why are you so attached to these dolls? Why do you like them so much? They're just, you know, objects. But even so, this little object can give you so much comfort. And I think that that is what people do not understand. And for me, it's magical. It's just magical how BJDs can give you so much comfort. Even when you're having, you know, a crappy day, you can just look at them and go like, you know, it will be okay. So you might ask, so why are you alive if you had terminal cancer? Well, I cannot answer that, because I don't even know myself. You know, I always joke that I don't know. I kind of went to, you know, the other side, and then like death or the Green Reaper or whatever, you know, they went like, oh, she is too chatty. Let's just like, you know, return her to life again, because we cannot stand her being so chatty. You know, I have no idea, you guys. I just think it's a miracle, I guess. I don't know. Then in 2018 until 2019, I wasn't very active, because obviously I was going through my treatment and things like that. So a big part of my collection consists of Delfs, because like I said, they are my favorites. I currently have 20. Yeah, I have 20 Delfs. A lot of the same sculpt, but different variations. So it's not the same doll for me, but you know, it's like, okay, my favorite girl sculpt is the Sue, the Delf Sue, and I have her in 4 variations, because I just love that sculpt so much. I just love her, you know, it's something about her. Like I said, I used to have a mini Sue, and I didn't like her at all. I absolutely didn't like her at all. But the Lotsa Delfs, oh, she just, yeah, she's my favorite. I have a lot of L's too, and why I have L's, it's just because, well, he's fab, isn't he? He's fabulous, and he is also in different variations. But I've been thinking, you know, lately, because I've been decluttering and things like that, I would like to put up one of my Delfs, my L's, I mean, for trade, because I would love to have a Sunni. I just don't know which one of my L's. Well, actually, I do know. Either it will be the one that I have in Europe, but I would have to bring him to Japan, or it's the other one that I have. I also have a floating head, I think. Don't I? I believe so. You know, I'm not sure about my L's. I have a lot of L's. And some of them are actually packed, so like in their boxes, so I probably should figure that out. But yeah, I think that I will sell like an L and maybe a Chiwu, I think, because so my vampire boy Hyde, I found him like the perfect head for him, so I think that I will give him a face up, and obviously keep the vampire form, and then maybe sell the other one. Yeah, I haven't figured things out there yet. He's a sleeping Chiwu. I also have a lot of Chiwus now, but I love Chiwu. Chiwu, he's so cute. He's just very cute. And the doll that I don't have a lot of variations are who? My Moon, my Lishe. Oh, and let me tell you a story about my Shiwu. So, not Chiwu, my Shiwu. So, my Shiwu, he is a Lotsa Delfs Shiwu. And the funny thing about the Shiwu sculpt is that I don't get very well with the open-eyed one. I don't know why. It's very strange, but I just don't get we don't get along there. I bought the head twice, I think, and I sold it off twice because I just didn't get the vibes, I guess. So that is why Morningstar is a sleeping Shiwu, because that's just what I prefer. And then we have the Yuri one. Was it a Yuri? Is he a Yuri? Well, there's one of my dolls, right? So he's come to me 3 times. I sold him twice. On the 3rd time, I just kept him because I thought, well, this must be fate that you have to just stay with me because you keep coming back, obviously, telling me that this is your home, so this is where you're staying. He actually has a character now too, so it's okay. Oh, what is it? Is it a Yuri? Oh, I don't remember the sculpt right now, but yes, anyway. So what about future collection? My future collection will probably be just downsizing a little bit. I do see more tinies being bought because I just cannot keep away from the tinies. Apparently, every time I see a tiny cute doll, I need to have it. Obviously, I have to save up for it because that's how it is for me. I cannot just, take out a lot of money out of pocket and go, oh yeah, I'm gonna buy a doll. That doesn't exist in my world, at least not right now. I would love to have another mermaid doll. I recently, if you have seen the video, then you'll know that I recently got what is it? Eidolon, asleep Eidolon? Which one is it? Oh, I was confused now. Anyway, so I got a Little Mermaid doll, and I just love that doll, but I still think, because it's just one, it might feel lonely. In my head it is like that. If my dolls don't have a friend, then it's a bad thing. I know it's crazy, but yeah, I just want them to have a friend, because I don't know, maybe they chat, while I'm not home, when I'm running errands or something. I don't know. I don't know what my dolls do. So I think I'll end the video over here, right here. I hope that this was somewhat of a nice video to look at or listen to. I don't know, maybe you're doing something while listening to this video. If you're feeling a little bit down, then I am sending you a lot of love. I hope that it will pass soon. I am also in a little bit of a dark spot, but I'm not very comfortable about talking about that yet. Maybe in the future I might, when it has settled a little bit more. But yeah, just know that even if you are in a very dark spot right now, or a dark period in your life, you have to keep on pushing through, because I promise you that even though it doesn't feel like it's getting better, it will get better gradually. I think that is what people should understand. Not everything gets better instantly, but it gets better gradually. Show some love, leave a like, and join the lovely bunbuns. Sending you lots of love.